long as you keep the story.
Yeah, that's right. Don't compare the one to the last one.
So you also make a sparkling red that you call the Flamma Sparkling Shiraz?
That's right.
And where do you get that fruit from?
Well, we use a lot of the same fruit that we use for Frux Frugis. So again, we select fruit depending on what's appropriate for the wine. And then Brian was saying that we use some of the older oak.
Yeah, that's correct. Because in the base wine itself, you're not looking for the new oak component, because when you do the second ferment, and the gases in there will bring up too much of that new oak character. So we only use older barrels, varying from probably 2-year-old even up to 4 or 5-year-old. So we're looking for the maturation of the wine and the softening of the wine, because it wants to have a nice rich mouthfeel, but without the new oak component.
How would you describe the Flamma in terms of?
Well, it has the colour and richness of McLaren Vale Shiraz, but we've made Flamma much drier than a typical Australian sparkling Shiraz. And the bubbles in it are very fine, and that's because it's had a second fermentation in the traditional method, rather than being gassed in a tank. So the bubbles are very fine, and in the glass it's very dark, deep red. Nice. And it still has the spices and the rich fruit flavours coming through.
And how has the market accepted the Flamma? Has anybody reviewed the wine, give you an idea of what the market is talking about?
Yeah, it's been really well received, and I think that's because both because it's got this beautiful fine bead, but also because of its dryness and the fruit quality that's there. So in 2007 it was selected as the top sparkling in its category across whites and reds in Australia by Wine State, which is our industry magazine.
Congratulations.
Thanks. And we typically sell out of it every vintage, so it's been very well received.
And how many cases do you typically make of the Flamma?
Around about 500 cases.
Pretty small.
Yeah, very small.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, it must be just for the love of making a sparkling red then.
Yeah, it started out very much as a folly, and then our folly was liked by other people, so we've continued to do it each year, and we're just facing the fruit selection of the next vintage, so that's really exciting.
Nice. Well, thanks so much, Rose and Brian.
No problem.
Thank you.
Thank you.